Did you know that we often forget that privacy is a form of self-respect and dignity? Most of the online platforms and offline media we consume daily reward transparency and emotional access. It's gotten to the point where we let our stories end where the public decides they should end, instead of saying, "No, that's enough for today. I'm letting this narrative end here because that's the boundary I'm choosing to set." My name is Hari G. Darcy. Welcome to Hari's Helping Hands. Today, we're having a gentle chat about healthy storytelling, about knowing which parts of our developing narratives are okay to share and which parts belong to us alone. Practical dialogue for ending a story without ending the connection. Have you ever shared something with someone and instantly regretted it moments or days later? Do you still have those awkward memories? Like that one time at band camp that show up when nobody's looking or asking for them? If your answer is yes to either question, you're not alone. What many people don't realize is that oversharing is often a stress-driven habit, a response that shows up when we feel misunderstood or pressured to perform. Sometimes it's not even stress. Sometimes it's the simple desire to be acknowledged, to have someone witness our personal legacies. I'm guilty of this myself. My brain tries to perform when I'm having a public or private conversation about my character development journey. It tries to regain control by offering more information than the moment or the person truly deserves. By the time I'm done running my mouth, some folks end up feeling uncomfortable, overwhelmed, or even confused. Human beings crave connection. Sometimes we genuinely don't know when to stop talking and start listening. I am also guilty of this. And I'm not going to let y'all know. I'm guilty of pretty much everything in this piece. I'm just going to be very blunt. I'm really guilty of almost everything that we talk about here today. Below are some phrases we can practice together to help protect our emotional energy while keeping the conversation appropriate and safe for both the listener and ourselves. Now, if you are streaming this on a podcasting platform, don't worry, we're still going to talk about this. My first go-to phrase is number 1. Here are a few things I've learned about XYZ. I'm setting the tone, I'm letting you know what I'm talking about, and we're keeping it at those things. If you have any questions outside of those things, then yes, we can try and wiggle away from the main topic just a little bit, but I will refocus the conversation back on the XYZ. Number 2, I'm not ready to go deeper, but I appreciate you asking. You are aware. You are in control of what comes out of your mouth. So if you're not ready to keep going with the conversation, set that boundary. Now, don't get it twisted. There are some people who will push the narrative and they will go bananas and try to force you to keep talking. At the end of the day, you are in control of what comes in and out of your mouth. Or what goes into your brain and out of your mouth. There we go. So in this case, if you're not ready to, keep the conversation going, stop. Shut up. Mind your business. Let them know, I appreciate you asking, but it ain't none of your business. It's okay to use that Southern mom twang. I know you got it in you. Use that Southern dad twang. Don't say nothing. Some folks hate silence. I'm so serious. Some folks really hate silence. If you turn into a Southern dad, or even better, Southern unk, short for uncle, by the way. If you turn to a Southern uncle, oh my God. I feel people won't be able to run over you even if they think about it, because they just know if you're not there for business, don't talk, don't do nothing. That's it. Moving on, the third point. This topic is a little uncomfortable for me to share, but I am comfortable talking about XYZ. Just like with number 2, you are setting that boundary up front, and you're also letting the other person know, this is what I am going to talk to you. This is what we're going to talk about today. Anything else outside of that? You're just going to have to be patient. You're going to have to go at my pace. And if you can't wait and be patient, oh well. It's your loss, not mine. And then, of course, we have the last one. Can I talk to you about this one specific thing? It's been on my mind. And I was wondering if you're available to sit with me as I process it. This is powerful. Yes, it's a little wordy, but it's powerful. Each statement has its own purpose. They're direct, clear, and flexible. The listener won't be caught off guard, and the speaker, aka you, can practice subtle boundary setting without coming on too strong or oversharing your passions, pleasures, and life lessons. Why setting appropriate story boundaries matter more than people realize. After my pregnancy loss and sudden job gain in 2022, I struggled with setting boundaries. My leadership team would pull me aside and remind me about my lengthy calls. Most of those calls during that time were vent sessions for me and for the customers. What forced me to scale back and set boundaries was a call effectiveness meeting. The supervisors were blunt about all of our calls, including mine. It nearly cost me my job and the client's relationship with us as a collection agency. I mean, I felt so embarrassed. I didn't want to show up to work anymore. Over time, I learned that I had to let my story end somewhere. Collections work is not for the faint of heart. I'm just telling y'all that now. But it is a place where you learn to talk to people and practice active listening. Some of my customers' stories touched my soul, tempting me to share my own journey and the details that went along with it. But as tempting as it was, I had to focus on the customer and keep us both grounded while resolving their account. Yeah, I love sharing my personal journey, but I have to set boundaries. Setting boundaries in storytelling matters. It prevents the emotional crash that comes from saying too much. It stops others from assuming they're entitled to the missing parts of your life, which can lead to over-involvement or misinterpretation. Something as small as letting a family member know about who you're dating and they're just spouting out of the wazoo their fears, their observations, their everything, and you're just like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm dating this person, okay? Chill out, relax. But I also understand as well if, you accidentally overshare in that moment. Now, in a way, you kind of butchered that person's first impression before they even had a chance to butcher it themselves, if they were to ever butcher it. So we have to be very mindful of the oversharing, because it's not always about us. Sometimes it can be about the other person that we're representing, and we just overshare details after details after details for no apparent reason. It's okay. Psychologically, people connect more easily when a story is rooted in meaning and balanced transparency rather than unnecessary detail. A little tip for you guys, or should I say, a beautiful quote by Melissa Urban on Thrive Global. Setting boundaries isn't unkind. It's an act of care for yourself and your relationships. It feels uncomfortable because you're naming a limit that didn't exist before and asking someone to adjust for the sake of a healthier connection. Summary. We can inspire others without reliving our hardest moments. Setting storytelling boundaries protects our peace, preserves our dignity, and reminds others that we can live our lives both publicly and privately. When we set the tone of our conversations, we know and also show people that we're here and healing just fine, even if that healing happens quietly and privately rather than loudly and publicly. So, my biggest take on this, keep your mouth shut. If it ain't nobody's business, don't make it anybody's business, okay? That's the best way for me to put it. My mama told me that all the time. Keep your mouth shut. It ain't nobody's business what go on inside my house. Yes, ma'am. Because as soon as you spill the beans about what goes on in her house, it can be something as simple as, yeah, my mama made me eat some nasty vegetables the other day. Oh, man. My mama gonna come hunting. She will come hunting. But she's an old school mama, so best believe if it ain't nobody's business, don't make it anybody's business. If you want to know something about that person, you go ask that person directly. Cuts back on the drama. Before we go, I did want to say thank y'all so much for hanging out with me, and especially for this long. I know it's sort of sudden, but I am stepping away for a little while after today to work through this brain fog and excessive exhaustion I've been dealing with. But don't worry, I promise I will be back March 3rd, 2026 at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Normally, I write more than this. Between you and me, I forgot what it was like taking care of a baby. Plus, I'm pushing through some college lower and upper level credits on study.com. So, for sure, if you see any of my notes on Substack, if you see any of my social media posts on Twitter, YouTube, I barely use Twitter, I'm not going to lie to y'all. YouTube, even though I need to start using YouTube, but I'm too lazy to use YouTube. But if you see anything that is social media related by Hari G. Darcy, I'm just letting you know I'm taking advantage of my $240 subscription that I had to purchase through study.com so I can get ahead of most of my classes within that time frame. Yeah. Look, y'all, I'm trying to get this degree ASAP so I can knock out my master's with ease, okay? Like, for real, that's my mission. That's my goal. Oh. I forgot to tell y'all, too. I'm officially on the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences Dean's List. I'm in the top 20 percentile, maintaining a 3.88 to 4.0 GPA for 12 months straight, okay, at the University of Phoenix. Okay, I'm so excited. Your girl is edumacated. Yes, I went there. I said edumacated. I'm waiting for one of y'all to correct me. No, but seriously though, I really am excited because I'd never been on any type of academic dean's list or whatever. I've never really been recognized for my hard work. So the fact that I've been maintaining straight A's, ironically, except for my psychology class, which was a B, but I forgot to fix my project so I can get a perfect A. So that's a story in itself for another day. But I am extremely happy that, first off, I'm in the top 20 percentile. Secondly, I just now learned I am apparently associated with the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. So, yeah, this whole entire time, I thought I was just going through the University of Phoenix and getting a degree in psychology focusing on media and technology. Man, I didn't know they threw my happy butt with the social and behavioral sciences. So I'm excited. Y'all, I'm moving my neck like I'm a snake. Okay, I'm that happy. I'm spreading all this good juju y'all way too. But don't worry. I'll still pop up in the comment section, or if y'all tag me here and there, or even just send me a random message just to check up on me. I am here. I will respond to it all day, every day. Don't worry. But, let's refocus. That's pretty much all the good news I did want to share with you guys before I go ghost for about, 2 weeks? A little 2.5 weeks. Thanks again for being part of Hari's Helping Hands. I do apologize for the silence, but I'm not disappearing. I just need time to recuperate. Just like any great person that you follow and you adore. We too are human. We too need a rest. And best believe, my baby, he's driving me up a wall, okay? I really and truly forgot what it was like taking care of a newborn kid. So, y'all, pray for me, please. Please pray for me. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do our fun little closing one last time for now. You're loved, you're appreciated, and I adore you. I'm so very serious. I think you're amazing. You deserve to be here, and I'm glad that you showed up. If anybody tells you otherwise that you're not lovable, they're a liar. Because I love you. I love you for you. I love how beautiful you are. I love how smart you are. I love how silly you can be. I love how bodacious you can be too, boo. Okay, work it. And at the end of the day, I'm proud of you. Okay, I'm proud of you. And I want to see many great things coming from you. I don't care if you send me a quick picture or a screenshot letting me know your progress. I'm happy. And I'm proud of you. All right, guys. Thanks again and stay loved. And of course, if you don't feel loved, then that's quite all right because I love you. I'll talk to y'all again March 3rd at 9:30 in the morning, Central Standard Time. Which means, if you're on the East Coast, that's an hour ahead of me. If you're on the West Coast, yeah, y'all going to have to figure that out. Because Mama Hari don't be focusing on the West Coast like that. I'm sorry, I'm an East Coast person. What? East Coast? But no, I'm sorry. I got to stay true to my roots. I'm from the South. Okay? The dirty South. Not dirty with an I, but the U-R. You gotta be heavy with it. The dirty South. I'm polite. I'm polite. But I gotta represent where I'm from. Yes. All right. Talk to y'all later. Thank you for listening and thanks for joining. Bye.